Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's Career Tip Tuesday. I'm Verlinda Moore, and I'm one of the career specialists here at the Center for Career and Professional Development. If you have questions during the presentation, we ask that you place them in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. There is also a survey at the end, and we ask that you will complete that as well. So let's get started for today. Our topic for today is Mastering Your Story, a guide to answering Tell Me About Yourself. Tips and strategies for effectively introducing yourself in an interview. So, our learning objectives for today are for you to understand the significance of that question, tell me about yourself, for you to comprehend why this question is asked in an interview, and for you to identify variations of that question. Also, for you to develop strategies for preparing and crafting a compelling response to that question. For us to review a sample response, and we'll see what that looks like, and for you to master the key do's and don'ts of answering this question. So, the significance of tell me about yourself more than likely is usually the first question that's asked during an interview. It's an opportunity for you to give a strong first impression and also for you to highlight your strengths and your suitability for the job. A well crafted response can help steer the interview and highlight your strengths and your suitability for the position. So, why is this question asked? It opens the floor for you to sell yourself and talk about what you have to offer that no other candidate does. It's also an icebreaker. It helps ease you and the interviewer into conversation. It sets the direction for the interview and helps guide the flow of the interview. It provides casual insight by allowing the interviewer to see how you react to a question that's asked casually and unstructured. It also provides the interviewer with a quick overview of what your skills are, what your background is. And it also highlights your communication skills and shows how well you articulate your story. So, some other ways that this question may be asked in an interview: walk me through your resume. That gives you the opportunity to highlight your career history, your experience that's relevant to the position. Tell me more about your journey. You can talk about some of the challenges you faced and overcame in your career as it relates to the role that you're applying for. Tell me a little bit more about your background. Talk about challenges you faced and overcame. Tell me something about yourself that's not on your resume. Relevant skills for the role that you've developed. Give context, 1 to 2 sentences of and relate it back to the job. Can you tell me more about why you're here? Show your enthusiasm and your eagerness for the position. Now, in preparing and crafting your response, there is a method that you can use called the present, past, and future model. The present, start where you are now, talk about how you got there, and then where you want to go. So for the present, discuss your present role, the scope of that role, what you do, and a recent accomplishment. Mention your education, your strengths, and what value you bring to the role. For college students, you can discuss your current studies, relevant field work, projects that you've worked on. Then the past. Explain how you arrived at your current position, focusing on any relevant experience. What interested you about this career field or why you chose this career? And then the future. Outline what you want to do next and why this position excites you, what your goals are. So, an example response. Present. I'm currently in my final semester of the medical assisting program here at Greenville Technical College. I'll be graduating in May. For the past year, I've been working part-time as an office clerk at Medical Associates, where I gained hands-on experience in administrative tasks such as scheduling appointments, managing patient records, and handling office communication. This role has allowed me to build a solid foundation in the administrative side of healthcare, and it has reinforced my desire to work in a clinical environment where I can directly support patient care. This response shows your journey, it shows your experience, and it shows relevant skills for the medical assisting role. Scheduling appointments, office communication, patient records. Those things are all necessary skills in a medical assisting role. So that's the present. So the past, how I got here. Before my current role, I spent 3 years working as a retail associate and cashier at TJ Maxx. During that time, I developed strong interpersonal skills, learned to manage multiple responsibilities in a fast paced setting, and improved my ability to provide excellent customer service. This experience taught me how to effectively communicate with people from all walks of life and how to stay calm and organized even during busy periods. Again, we focus on what we've done, the skills that we've developed that are also skills that are relevant for a medical assisting role, which is our example. Strong interpersonal skills, managing multiple responsibilities in a fast paced setting, customer service skills, communication skills, organization skills, all those skills are relevant. So that is one of the things we need to make sure that we do highlight relevant skills in your past role that that are also relevant to the role that you're applying for. Okay. Present, past, now future. What do you want to do? I'm eager to transition into a medical assisting role where I can apply both my clinical training and administrative skills. I'm excited about the opportunity to work directly with patients, assist with clinical procedures, and be a part of a healthcare team dedicated to improving patient outcomes. My goal is to contribute to a practice that values compassionate care and teamwork, and I'm excited about the potential to grow professionally in this field. So you're letting an employer know what your goal is. You're interested in getting into the medical assisting role, bringing both clinical training from your education and administrative skills from your experience, and highlighting your interest and excitement about growing professionally in the field and working with this practice. So, some do's and don'ts when answering, tell me about yourself. Do focus on your professional story, not personal details. It's not about your family. It's not about how old you are. It's not about your marital status, children, favorite foods, none of that. You should highlight your key roles, any projects that you've worked on in your schoolwork, courses that are relevant to the job that you've taken, any internships or field work that gain from your education. Mention both soft and technical skills. Soft skills, general, those are also called professional skills, communication, organization, problem solving. Those are soft skills. Make sure the skills you include on your or that you talk about in your interview are skills that are relevant for the job. Also, mention your technical skills. Now, technical skills and technology skills are different. Technical skills relate to specific practical training for a specific field or role that you gain either from education or experience. And examples of those could be welding or accounting. Those are technical skills. Technology skills are also part of technical skills, but they relate more to specific software or machinery that you've used. Now, connect your skills to examples from your work history. Show how you use these skills in your work. And then practice. Keep practice, but keep it natural when you're responding to this tell me about yourself question, and always maintain a positive tone. Now, some don'ts. Don't just restate what's on your cover letter or resume. This shows that you're not prepared. Don't ask, well, what do you want to know? Okay. That shows that you're not prepared. Don't ramble or share your entire life story. Keep it to less than 2 minutes. Keep it concise. Don't use sarcastic or arrogant remarks like, why would I want to work here? All right. And don't say, I need to eat and pay bills. Okay. That makes it comes across as you being desperate. Okay. So those are things you don't want to do when you're answering, tell me about yourself. Now, finally, mastering your story. A well crafted answer to that question, tell me about yourself, that's crucial to making a strong first impression. Practice and preparation, being prepared, are key to delivering a confident, impactful response. And that's what you want to be. You want to be confident in your response, but you want to be authentic, and you want to focus on telling your story. So that's a quick end to our presentation. Let me see if we have any questions. Oh. Okay. Melissa Hurd. Thank you, Melissa. But do we have any questions? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, let me go back to my screen.
I do have one question. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, when I went to Professional Image Day, and this is Melissa, um,
Okay.
the other day for with Greenville Tech, the recruiters that was in the room talking to us said that we should list our education under our professional statement before we list like our previous jobs. Said
Oh,
that
on now you're talking about on a resume.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. That
That
is he probably said that because when you're completing your resume, an employer initially reviews it for about 7 to 8 seconds. So initially, they're scanning it pretty quickly. So you want the most relevant thing to the job to be near the beginning of your resume. So yes, you would want that your education because that's the most relevant thing you have for the job at the top of your resume.
Okay, I've seen it,
Okay,
but
so you want them to see that okay, this per individual is in school and they're majoring in this related area. So yes, you want it near the top of your resume.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Are there any other questions? All right. Here is our contact information for the Career Center. We're located in Building 122, Suite 119. Here's our email address and our phone number. So if you want to scan that QR code, I'll give you a second to do that. And now this is a survey, a QR code for a survey that we'd like for you to complete. So if you would scan that so you can complete that separate, because we're just trying to improve. We want to know what you thought of the presentation. Was it valuable to you? Is there anything else you'd want to hear us give information on during these Career Tip Tuesdays? So if you would please complete the survey. And we have a little bit more time. So if anyone else has a question, feel free.
This is Alika. I just want to make a quick statement. We also
Okay.
have a link in the chat if you prefer to use that to take the survey too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Debbie, do you see any more questions? Any questions?
No,
Or if
ma'am.
anyone wants to come off mute?
No,
All
ma'am.
right. All right. That's the end of our presentation for today. Thank you for attending this week's Career Tip Tuesday. And that is the last Career Tip Tuesday for this semester. Those of you who will be back next semester, in the fall, we will see you then with the fall 26, 27 Career Tip Tuesday. Thank you for joining us today.